knew what I wanted to do, I just couldn't work out how I was doing it. Let's go into the dark tunnel now.
For a room full of junk, that was one very sophisticated lock system. This place was definitely fishy. In more ways than one.
Oh, the puns.
Oops.
Oops, really?
An old shell case. I wondered what that was doing there.
I smell murder afoot.
No handle. Nothing obvious. But there had to be a way to open it.
I assume the hole.
Words, Sinister and Dexter, were carved on either side. Now any good convent girl like me knows the old Roman for left, right, left, right. But what did it mean here?
Yeah, totally. Right, let's have a look at this again.
Rolling out the painted cylinder had given me a print of a secret message. It read, Sub
Look,
Judice.
there's the SCs, SDs. Oh, well that didn't work. So S, D, SS, D, SS. Right? I think we'll remember that. Right, let's lift that and put that in there.
Mystery solved. Carchon's stone cylinder slotted into the hole with a satisfying click.
Not just a click, guys. A satisfying click. Right. S, D.
A satisfying click told me I turned it to the right position. It felt like tumblers in a safe.
Right, stop talking. If I forget it all.
Another click. Another step closer.
S, S, D, S, S.
I
Aha.
love the sound of locks clicking open.
Wait a minute. Do I need that? Can I take it back out?
I removed the stone cylinder.
Let's take it anyway, just in case. Right. What have we got in here? We've got a cross and a panel that's going to open, obviously. Doesn't look like there's anything else. Let's go and have a look at the cross.
Oh my god! The slab came down with a hell of a force.
Didn't he have?
With nothing to hold it up, the cross dropped back down again.
What can we use to hold it up? Making shell casing will do. Wow, words tonight. Right, lift the cross up.
Lifting the cross closed the entrance door and also opened some kind of stone panel. Ingenious.
That's if it's strong enough to hold.
The stone cross was propped up. Now I was getting somewhere.
Let's go and have a look at the hole now.
I touched the slot. Nothing bad happened, which was good. I've always been attached to my fingers.
That's
This
a good
slot
idea.
was
Put your
designed
fingers
for
in first.
something specific. But what?
Can I look at it?
A round slot precisely carved into the stonework.
So that means no, I can't look at it. What about the stone cylinder?
The artifact slotted into the hole perfectly. Behind the old walls, I could hear some kind of mechanism groaning into life, but whatever had been triggered had now jammed.
Can I take this back out? Oh, no, okay, so we're gonna lose this. This is no longer ours. What about this though? How are we gonna get through?
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Thin enough to prise the door open. Well, that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. I wonder if we have to use the shell casing.
I removed the shell case. The cross didn't drop back down. Some kind of mechanism was holding it up.
Imagine that. I bet it's the hole in the wall.
The gap was too thin for me to get a grip. I needed something thin enough to prise the door open.
Right, can we squeeze this under?
The gap was too narrow. I needed something flatter to work into it.
Something flatter. I very much doubt it's this.
I was going to need something a lot stronger than a hair clip to free the door.
You're right. What if I take this out? Okay. What if I put that there? I'm a bit behind. What did you call her with the Bible for? That was an awful lot of smart comments. Aha! Yeah, she thinks she's a smart ass. She's really not.
The
She also
stone
thinks
slab
she's
had
funny.
flattened one end of the shell case.
Right. So how are we going to prop this up to get this open now? I thought that's why she thought you were sexy. Right. Let's see if that still sits in there. Really? It does? Okay. Let's move this over here. And then let's grab the shell casing again. Because it's thin now. At one half.
I removed the shell case.
Don't see it. Thought she was going to say it stayed up. Oh, that worked amazingly well.
Another good use for a shell case. Another secret room. Somebody had something to hide. But was it what I was looking for?
I know. It's a magic shell casing. Oh, it's so dark.
Wow. Through the darkness, I could see that this was a stateroom. But for what purpose? And how did it tie in with Carchon?
Well, turning light on would be a good idea. Is there a light switch near the wall? Oh, there's a panel. With a red flashing light.
Amazing. The thing still worked. The room lit up bright as day.
Okay, let's start with the first thing here. We have a hole in the wall.
That wasn't going to help.
Nope. What about the
A
picture?
door like that always has something important behind it. I had to find a way to unlock it.
Okay.
I wasn't going to find anything in this old desk. It hadn't been used for years.
Well, I mean, you could have looked to find out. What's that?
The flags had faded, but their message was still pretty clear.
Was it?
Fascist regalia. A message of hate.
Over. Is that still the flags? Yes. What about here? Why is this desk any different? Is it 'cause there's stuff on it?
Inside the drawer, I found a note written in some kind of code.
Well, don't. Could have told me.
Damn, don't you just hate it when that happens?
It depends. What happened?
A photo, long lost, had fallen down the back of the drawer. It was very old, but there was no mistaking the guy in the foreground. Carchon. Behind him were soldiers, a burning village, and a corpse.
Oh
The
dear.
photograph was cropped on the right-hand side. Somebody else in the picture obviously didn't want to be in it anymore. I wasn't surprised. This was
Don't know. This
Africa
is
in
only
the 60s.
game 1. Remember?
An uprising was being brutally suppressed. And here was Mr. Media himself, Carchon, doing the suppressing. The photograph was not just powerful evidence. It was also my ticket to one explosive story.
Secretly
But there
super
had
strange.
to be more for me to discover.
Right. Anything else in the
There
drawer?
was nothing else in the drawer.
Thanks. Thanks for that. Let's have a look on the desk.
It was pretty clear from the lack of dust that someone had been working very recently at this desk. The dregs at the bottom of the mug hadn't dried out or gone mouldy.
So
It wasn't
recent.
more than a day old.
I know. Hang on a minute. I know the person in that picture.
Oh my god. The sheet was a printout with my personal information. Everything from my favorite food to my waist size. They were right about chocolate. Come on, guys. I'm a size 10. There was even a picture of me, taken with a telephoto lens. Carchon wouldn't have taken these pictures himself. This was big and organized. I was part of it. And people were getting murdered.
Let's just not get her to build any IKEA stuff anyway. Right, so that's the pictures. Is this the La Liberté magazine that I'm in? I can't read French. The police report of the disguise. Disguise. Aha!
This was the article I'd written about the costume killer. My suspicions were right. Carchon had cut it out. 2 businessmen had been killed. One in Italy, one in Japan. In each case the killer had worn a costume. A penguin and then a snowman. But that wasn't the only link between the 2 murders. Both the victims had been big media do-gooders. And I proved they were just the opposite. So, how did they fit in with Carchon?
What about the picture and the fact he was a big media do-gooder, and can you not link the two together? Right. How's the desk?
The drawer had come out easily enough, but wouldn't fit back into place.
That's poor design, that is. Right, what have we got here? Can we have a look at... Oh. This means a different symbol is being used to represent each letter. We have a code to decipher, guys. Let's work it out. Okay. To crack the code, you must collectively match all the symbols to a corresponding letters. Highlight a symbol and then highlight a corresponding letter. Right, what about we start with this one? If you make a mistake, click the go back button to step back, or you can reset the whole puzzle by clicking the reset button. That sounds reasonable enough. That's a go back, that's a reset. Right, let's try this and make this an O. Because that makes sense, doesn't it? Maybe? It could be an E. That's not the way to do it. Right, let's think. What could this could be a name. If we say this is the, okay, so that would make that a T, and H would be There. Okay, okay, so that's one word. Any ideas? We be... Let's give, of course, if that is a the. See, it could be an O. Right, and if we say it's an O, and then that this is a T. No, I said a T. Right? That could be a W. That could be an R. Because it could say sorrow. Or borrow. To both? Both. And that could be you. No, wait a minute. That could be you. Right, okay. That might not be sorrow. Or borrow. Want. Want. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. And then that would be an N, which almost looks like enemy. But that doesn't make sense. This is different. Well, if I do that as no, then we lose the O for the other one. See? And that definitely doesn't make sense. What if instead of N, that was an E? Right? So, whatever N is, which is this, make it an E. And that could be an N. So whatever then. But then EN. That's not what I meant. Okay, what did you mean? That could be weight, actually. Let's take the E out and put that as a I. But thin and weight. No. That's definitely not right. What was the guy's name? No, that can't be right either. Pierre. Oh, that'll work. Right, let's do that then. P-I-E and R would be there. Pierre. This could be urgent now. I think you're right. Means N's not that then. N is this. Urgent. Pierre. Something. Report. Yep, okay. O is there. Something report to something. But this is so S. Right, Pierre, report to something. Something report to something. But this is too urgent to wait. Arnold and D. Where's that letter? There it is. Arnold and something both dead. This is not a coincidence. So that's a C. Indeed, it seems. See, once you get started, it seems okay. That wasn't intended as a joke. Right, that seems to be a name. Right. Indeed, it seems that all, so L, of us who came together in something are in danger. Take great care. Was it? Oh, I can't remember the guy's name. Q. Where's the Q? There? Right. Now what? Is that a place then? Whatever that is the same as this one. Quilge, quiv, quick, quilks. Z? Then we need to work out what the name is. Let's try things and see what happens. Jamanda. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work either. What did I do there? Did I even change anything? No. I don't know. Then we don't know who this is. Right, this could be an X. Which means this is definitely not right. I meant that one. Definitely not a J. Could be an X still. Try Y, okay. And what about the initial? Here, full report to follow, but this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Vamanda are both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems altogether that all of us who came together in Quiv are in danger. See, that's what I'm getting confused at. This one here. Are in danger. Take great care. Oh, damn. that makes a different sound when I do it. What do we think? I'm sure if it was right she would tell me though. Any ideas? What about the full stop? Right, what if this? Let's change that back to Y. Let's change this to X. Was that it? Oh, now it's done it again. Right, hang on. So we know the first one's Pierre. Where's the thing that matches it? Bear with me a moment. Oh, that's good. What if it's not a place? Right, okay, I'm with you now. Right, that's an A. So let's quickly do this and put it all back to place. So it's not a Q that goes there. What did we say it was? Full report. F U L. It's a bit better now, I know most of what it says. Did I not click that? There we go. Full report. T to follow W. Ah, July. Right. I'm with you. Why was that so hard? Right, but this H. I'm sure this should have been a lot easier, but my brain just thought it was something different. N G D. That was an M. C K. Oh, see, now we got that one okay. And then what's this? This could be.
I have decrypted the note. It read, Pierre.
We got it.
Full report to follow. But this is too urgent to wait. Arno and Yamada both dead. This is not a coincidence. Indeed, it seems that all of us who came together in July are in danger. Take great care.
Quillai.
X.
It's such a stupid mistake to
I
make.
wasn't the only one to make the connection between the costume killer murders. I'd been right all along. That was why he had asked to meet me. But what did I know that he didn't? I had enough for a story. An amazing story that was going to make my reputation and blow Conchance to pieces. I needed to get home fast and start typing.
Time to go. Right, Right, we're in the apartment now.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Nico, it's Ronnie.
Hey, Ronnie, you cracked open the champagne yet?
Are you crazy?
She
What's
changed her
happened?
voice.
Wait a minute. You didn't print it, did you?
Of course I didn't print.
That's the best piece I've written.
The last, as far as I'm concerned.
It's important.
It's suicidal. You can't destroy a national hero.
He deserved it.
One a
His
bit.
corpse isn't even cold.
Ronnie, 2 hours ago I told you what I'd found. You loved it. You begged me to write it up immediately.
2 hours is a long time in newspapers, Nico.
Someone's
Ooh,
got to you,
harsh.
haven't they?
Listen up, Nicole, and listen good. Pierre Carchon had a lot of friends. Powerful friends. For your own sake,
Forget what happened.
you got it. End of conversation. Good night.
He didn't sound very French.
This
Just
should
saying.
have been my big break, but I knew there was nowhere else to sell this story.
And it's
If
handy
Ronnie
how we're
wouldn't
in
print it,
France and they're
nobody
all
would.
speaking English. I know. It's alright, the story's not over yet.
Bonsoir, Collard.
Mademoiselle Collard, my name is Plantard. I need to talk to you about your story. Your Pierre
Plantard?
Carchon story.
How did you know about that?
There are people out there, madame, who will be very upset by this story.
Oh, really? Well, it's their lucky day. It's been spiked.
Yes, I know. We must meet.
We must...
How did you know?
I have information relating to your costume killer stories. Tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Café de la Chandelle Verte, Rue Alain Court. I shall be wearing a grey overcoat. You must talk to no one about
That
this.
looks brown to
You
me.
can't tell me what to...
Tomorrow at 8. I'll be waiting.
Fine then.
People complain about newspaper articles all the time, but not usually before they're printed. I was beginning to feel scared. This guy, Plantard, could I trust him? Should I meet him or forget the whole business? I didn't have an answer.
I'd only been in Paris for a week,
Aha.
but already
This
I'd
is where we
fallen in
usually
love
come
with
in.
the city. My latest discovery was a little cafe, La Chandelle Verte. I was pretty sure the waitress was taking a shine to me. That old Stobart charm, I guess. Little did I know my reverie was about to be so rudely interrupted.
Uh-oh.
As I picked myself up, I was really angry. 1 minute I'm on vacation, the next minute some clown's blown me up. I knew right away what I was going to do. I was going to find that clown and bring him to justice. Because justice matters. Justice is up there with liberty, and equality, and, fraternity. After all, that's why I'd studied law, wasn't it? Well, that, and the money, of course.
Right, okay. So let's have a look over here first.
The leading article referred to the visit of a Nobel Prize winner from some unpronounceable Eastern European state.
Fair enough.
I noticed the writing at the foot of the page. It read, Salah Eddin, 1345. The big story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood. The guy oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
Well, the sound
The
keeps
big
changing.
story was about the brutal murder of a French media magnate, shot down in cold blood.
Yeah, we
The
just did
guy
that bit.
oozed confidence, like a regular French statesman.
Okay, so there's no more in that paper. Let's kind of
I
look over here.
considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
I suppose.
I examined the jagged glass remaining in the window. It was broken, all right.
Let's go.
The sight of the dead guy's staring eyes turned my knees to jelly. I tried not to meet his stare as I searched the dead man's pockets. No wallet, no papers, no credit cards. The guy's past was a blank page.
Well, I don't think I should have touched the body. That would have been a bad idea.
I'd hoped the fact that the mirror was already broken meant I'd escaped the bad luck.
I doubt it.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
No! I mean, these folk know nothing about gloves.
I needed a stiff drink.
Okay, forget that.
Oh, my head. Never again. How much vodka did I drink? Oh, no, don't tell me. What is your name, Shelley?
George Stobart, ma'am. You look like you could use a little help.
I could use a little drink. I feel sick, dizzy, and bruised. I don't even remember the party.
Just relax and take it easy. You've been knocked out.
You don't say. What happened?
There's been an explosion. You should try not to move.
Are you a doctor?
No.
Yes, I am. I studied under Dr. Benton.
Why did I say yes?
Only one of the most brilliant medical
So I
minds
meant
on
no.
this planet.
Whoops.
He taught me everything I know about medicine. Can you remember anything at all?
No. I need a drink. Pour me a brandy.
No.
You could be in shock. No alcohol.
Okay, you're the doctor. What about the old man? Is he dead?
Yes.
Yes, he is.
Ah, mon Dieu. I've never seen a real-life corpse before. Except for
Well,
Maman.
it worked.
That was different. She was family. Has he gone stiff?
I shouldn't think so. He's only been dead a few minutes.
Right, talk about the guy.
Did you know the old man?
No, monsieur. I never saw him before.
Okay.
Do you remember what happened when the clown entered?
I remember that horrible tune he played all right. It was like a funeral dirge.
I'd never liked accordion music either.
Okay, what about the paper?
Did this newspaper belong to the old gentleman?
I don't know.
Someone has scribbled a note on it. It reads, Salah Ed-Din, 1345. Does that mean anything to you?
No, monsieur, nothing.
It's not going to mean much there anyway. Right, go back to the
How
guy.
did the old man behave?
Well, agitated. He kept looking about him at the door, at his watch.
As if he was waiting for someone?
Yes, I suppose so. He was worried about something, that's for sure. If you ask me, he was having an affair. He had that look about him, like a guilty husband.
I don't think he was.
Did the clown speak to the old man?
No, he just laughed at him. Then he grabbed the old man's briefcase and ran out of the door.
The briefcase.
Did you see what the old man had in his briefcase?
No, he didn't open it.
Did the old man try to stop the clown?
Oh, he didn't have a chance. The clown dropped his accordion and ran out of the door. That's it. That's all I can remember.
What did the old man do when the clown snatched his briefcase?
Nothing. He just sat there like he was frozen.
I think he knew what was going to happen.
Stay here, mademoiselle. I'm going to look around for evidence.
Okay. So we've searched everything in here anyway, before we talk to her. Let's take the brandy.
I needed a stiff drink, but I hated the taste of brandy.
He's really not going to lift that brandy up, is he? Right, let's go outside.
I considered straightening the table, but I figured it best not to disturb the evidence.
What about down here?
Please, hold it right there.
Oh, don't shoot. I'm innocent. I'm an American.
Can't make up your mind, huh?
I demand to see the American consul.
Drop
An
your
innocent
weapon
American.
and get down on the ground.
Put that thing away, Sergeant Move. I apologize, monsieur, but I cannot permit you to leave.
Am I under arrest?
Ah, no, I would simply like to ask you some questions. En avant, to the café, marche.
Back to the cafe. But there's nothing here.
What a mess.
This bombing is an outrage, is it not?
Stop that, monsieur.
Has it occurred to you that he may be dead? Move.
Oui, monsieur. But I prefer to look on the bright side. Besides, I recall a case where the killer escaped by feigning death. However, in this case, the man is quite dead.
Thanks for that.
Examine the girl and take her statement, if you can.
That guy's a mug.
Et maintenant, to business. Your name, please?
George Stobart. I'm from
Easy peasy.
California.
And what brings you to Paris, Monsieur Stobart?
Travel. I'm touring Europe.
You chose well. The city is most beautiful at this time of year. No?
Yeah, with all the bombings.
Yeah, I guess so. Apart from the bomb blasts.
Were you in the vicinity of the cafe at the time of the explosion?
Yeah, I was sitting out on the sidewalk. I was lucky I wasn't killed. The inspector passed over my remark with no reaction.
Lovely.
Did you see the deceased enter the cafe?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Was he alone?
Yeah.
And did he say anything to you?
No. He was more interested in the waitress.
Did you see anyone else in the cafe?
Yes, the clown.
Yeah, there was a guy dressed as a clown. He was carrying an accordion.
An accordion? Bon. The picture is forming in my mind, and it is not a pretty one. Is the girl all right, Move?
She'll live. She confirms the doctor's statement.
Oui? You did not tell me you are a doctor, monsieur?
No, that's right. I didn't think it was relevant.
Eh bien, I have heard enough.
What do you mean?
This is gonna end
I am
badly.
satisfied that you know nothing. You may leave. Enjoy your vacation, Dr. Stobart.
What about my personal safety? Can't you at least give me some advice?
What can I say? Stay alert and look out for suspicious characters.
And don't cross the road until the little man shows green.
Great advice.
I honestly
I wonder
believe
about how he
you
became
are
a
in
police
no
officer.
danger, monsieur. Should you remember anything of importance, please contact me. My card.
Oh,
Thanks.
we have a
That
card.
is all. You may go.
There's not much to go on, monsieur.
On the surface, no. But what lurks inside the subconscious? If
Oh dear.
the door can only be opened.
Are you serious, monsieur? I thought your interest in psychic detection was purely academic.
Psychic detection. Oh, we know her.
Excuse me, mademoiselle? Hi. My name's George Stobart.
Oh, an American by the sound of it.
Yep, that's right. On vacation in Paris. Some vacation, huh?
You were here when the bomb went off?
Sure was. Sat right out in front of the cafe.
Did you notice a middle-aged man, maybe 60, with a hat and overcoat?
I couldn't believe it. She hadn't even asked how I was feeling. Yeah, he went inside
Yeah, 'cause
just
she really
before the bomb
cares.
exploded. You weren't related to him, were you?
Oh, no, nothing like that. I'm Nicole Collard from La Liberté.
What is that?
I thought you get
some kind of
fired last
nightclub?
night.
Oh, no, it's a newspaper.
You're a reporter?
I'm a freelance photojournalist.
Say, you could interview me about the bombing. An eyewitness account, minutes after the outrage that shook the whole of Paris. You know, real-life drama, human interest, that kind of stuff.
I'll just stick to the facts, thank you. Did you see the front of the bomb?
Don't
I
think
know
she's
it sounds
impressed.
crazy, but he was dressed like a clown.
A clown? It's him again.
Have you met the clown before?
It's a long story.
I have plenty of time.
I don't.
Who was the guy you were supposed to meet?
His name was Plantar. I didn't know him, but he called me last night. He said he had a story which would interest me. He asked me to meet him at the cafe. I guess I'll never know what he wanted to tell me.
Well, not unless you have Rosso's gift for psychic interrogation.
What about
I
this?
found this newspaper outside the cafe.
That is not a newspaper, it's a gossip rag.
It may have belonged to Plantar.
So, he had a taste for sensationalist smut with right-wing bias. That doesn't tell us much.
There's something written in it. Salah Eddin, 1345.
It sounds like a betting tip. The name of the horse and the time of the race. What do you think?
Yeah, it could be.
That's what I thought. But the name of the meeting isn't given.
Well, so what? I'm not the least bit interested in horse racing, are you?
No, but it could be a clue to the killer's next move.
She's not really giving me a chance,
His
is she?
next victim will be the jockey or the horse?
She looked at me with a playful twinkle in her eye. Okay, it's a long shot.
Okay, let's go back to facts here. We need to find a murderer.
How did Plantard get your name?
Through the newspaper, La Liberté. I'd written an article linking two unsolved murders, one in Italy, the other in Japan. The cases were remarkably similar. A wealthy victim, no apparent motive, and a costume killer. Plantard said he could supply me with more information. Somehow the clown must have known about our appointment.
Why won't you tell me about the clown?
Why do you want to get involved?
Because he almost killed me. Isn't that reason enough?
I guess so. Listen,
She didn't
I'll
need much
give you my
convincing,
phone
did she?
number.
Oh,
You
well, that was
help me
easy.
with my story, and I'll let you in on what I know. And let's get one thing straight right now. This is strictly business.
Okay, it's a deal.
I have to go develop these pictures. I'll be on phone with you.
Fine.
Wait,
I'll
wait, I
see you
wasn't
soon.
finished. Oh, we didn't ask about the police officer. Oh well. Moving on. What's this?
Set into the huge gate was a smaller access door. The door was securely locked.
Okay. No, wait a minute. Don't take tools. Oh, damn it.
Hey, stop that! Get away from there! What do you think you're doing?
I was admiring your toolbox.
Oh, wait? Had a good look, have you? I'm warning you, if you touch it, I'll crack your nut.
Okay, I get your point.
Okay.
Hey, you!
I thought you'd been arrested.
No, it was a misunderstanding.
When he pulled that gun, gah! I thought that was it. Those automatics pack quite a punch, you know?
He made a mistake. He thought I was a terrorist.
You? A terrorist? Ha!
He was only doing his duty, I guess. Did you see an old guy with a briefcase?
Wait, silly old coot. Do you know what he said to me? Work fascinates me, he says. I could watch it all day. Quel bit. I could have knocked his block off.
Did you recognize the old man?
No. Should I have done? Was he a celebrity?
No, but I guess he is now. His name was Plantard.
Was? He's dead then?
Yeah.
Yep.
That's too bad. Now I wish I hadn't called him what I did. If only I could turn back the clock. If only I'd been more tolerant.
Regret and remorse are strange emotions. They really bring out the hammiest actors in people.
Okay, let's try the
Did
clown.
you see a clown come by this way?
A clown? Like in a circus?
Yeah, with makeup and a big red nose.
Huh! Those guys are funny, aren't they?
Not in my experience.
I love the circus, especially the horses.
You haven't answered my question. Have you seen a clown?
You think I've got time to watch everyone who passes by?
Yes.
Some of us have to work for a living.
It's not a very deep hole you've dug there.
What's in the toolbox?
What's in the toolbox? As if you didn't know.
Some
What's the big
tools.
deal about tools, anyhow?
They're cool. Tools are civilization.
You don't say.
That's right. Tools are what distinguish us from other animals.
Who are you calling an animal? I've met your sort before. Looking down your nose at me because I'm working class, huh? I've a good mind to knock your block off.
It's awful aggressive. It's not what I meant.
Look, I know you're busy, but surely you'd have noticed a clown.
I told you already. I didn't see a thing.
He was wearing multicolored baggy trousers and makeup.
He'd be a poor sort of clown if he didn't.
Okay, let's try the
Would you like
newspaper.
to read my newspaper?
I haven't got time to read that. Can't you see I'm busy?
You could read it on your lunch break.
10 minutes is all I get. And if my boss had his way, I wouldn't get that. He'd have me on a drip, so I didn't have to stop to eat.
Oh, take the newspaper and quit complaining.
Bah! Look at this. Damn bleeding about liberals? Tja! Save the dolphins, catch them and eat them, I say. All that fuss over a bunch of fish. Nah, that's more like it. Look at the size of those. Like champagne bottle corks, no?
Oh my goodness.
What's this? Saladin running in the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe.
It's a racehorse?
A horse? A legend. Bucephalus reborn, mon ami. Like a streak of lightning she is.
Okay, okay.
Do me a favor, won't you? Keep an eye on my hole. I'm off to put some money on that nag.
What about your toolbox?
Stuff it. Help yourself.
Oh. Fair enough. Wait until he's out the way. Then take it out.
I found a T-shaped tool in the box. I didn't know what it was, but it looked useful.
Why is the music so loud? Can we turn the music down for the... Aha. Let's do that. We want to do background music. Right. It's still pretty damn loud. Right, we don't want to phone MD yet. There's nothing to do with the hole. We can't go in there. Let's go back this way. Ah. Alleyway.
The clown had fled into this alley, but there was no sign of him now. I was intrigued by Nico and what she could tell me about the explosion. I took a deep breath and prepared to climb the drain pipe.
Why? It's not going anywhere.
I guess the clown had an escape over the rooftops. I decided I'd had enough of messing with that drain pipe.
No, not through there.
It smelled like someone had dumped a truckload of fish in a locker room on a hot summer afternoon.
Okay.
There was nothing of interest.
What about in here? Poor cat.
The cover was too heavy and awkward to lift with my bare hands.
Okay. What about using a tool?
I lifted the cover to reveal what smelt like the entrance to a sewer.
I just realised he put that in the inside of his jacket. That is not going to fit in the inside of that jacket. There's no way that fit in the inside of his jacket.
As I picked up the plastic ball, I realized it was intended to be worn.
Aha!
It was the clown's red nose.
That's handy. That means he came this way. What's this?
I scooped up the sodden tissue. It was cold and greasy, like breakfast leftovers.
Ugh.
I took hold of the scrap of material and unsnagged it from the spike.
Let's have a look at the material.
It was a scrap of material I'd found in the sewer.
That was handy. So it didn't actually tell me anything.
Hi
Whoops.
there. Hold it right there. You sewer rat. I knew you'd come back. And now I've got you.
What are you talking about?
You're trespassing. Come out of there immediately.
That's what I'm trying to do. Give me your hand.
Ha! You won't catch me with tricks like that. Keep your distance, monsieur.
Okay, okay.
Now, what were you looking for?
A clown.
I was looking for a clown.
Huh, ridiculous. Do you really expect me to believe that?
He planted a bomb in the cafe and blew it up.
What? The cafe? Blown up? Mon Dieu. That is awful. And you say the person responsible was dressed as a clown?
Yes.
That's right. He blew up the cafe, escaped into the sewer, changed his clothes, and came up here.
Ah, mon Dieu. Then, the man I chased, do you think that man and the clown are one and the same?
You never know.
Yes, it had crossed my mind.
Ah, that still does not explain what you are doing down the sewer. For all I know, you are in league with him.
Oh
I'm
no,
not.
I'm just a tourist.
Most tourists are content with the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre, or the Pigalle. I didn't realize my waist height was such an attraction.
Well, there's that.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
What is there to tell? He was a typical criminal type, just like you.
I'm not a criminal.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
Oh, she isn't hurt, is she?
No, she's fine.
Oh, thank heavens. A poor girl like her isn't safe with the likes of you roaming the streets.
What do you mean me?
Can't you understand? I'm not a gangster. I'm an American tourist.
Ah, that's what you think.
Does the name Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't. Who is he?
The man who was killed in the cafe. I'm gonna find the guy responsible. I'll find him. Even if it means following him down every sewer in every city in Europe.
Bravo! Huh? You need some sensible boots. You won't get far in those stupid sneakers.
Fair enough.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
I didn't notice. Now are you going to leave? Or do I have to call the police?
I'll leave.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
Okay. How did I leave?
Take a look at this false nose.
I've never seen it before in my life.
Of course not.
Do you recognize this material?
I am not telling you anything.
So why won't you talk about that then?
This is what I used to open the manhole cover.
Just as I thought. You were up to no good down those sewers, weren't you?
One slip and I would have been up to my neck.
Okay. Okay, how did I leave? Okay. What about
Perhaps
this?
you'd like to take a look at my card?
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's
What
not
is
your
this?
card.
Inspector Augustin Rousseau? What does that say? Hominoid Division?
A homicide. I think the ink's smudged.
Mm-hmm. Then you are not a tourist.
Okay, I'm not. I lied to you. And I'm sorry.
Don't apologize, monsieur. You know, I had a feeling there was something different about you.
Really?
It is your posture, your poise. Oh, yes. There is no mistaking the bearing of a disciplined man. And I should know. I was in the army, you know. When I was your age, I was fighting for my life in the African desert.
Really?
How can I help you, Inspector?
Let's try this again.
Tell me about the man you apprehended.
He was a mean one, monsieur. He grabbed me in an armlock. His face suddenly next to mine.
This is
He
why you have to
gripped
have
what
photographic
I had.
identification.
But he did not know what he was up against. Oh no. He made a big mistake when he took on one of the desert hyenas.
Yes, I get the picture.
Yeah.
Does
What
the
about
name
Plantar?
Plantar mean anything to you?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you know the waitress at the cafe?
You can't suspect her, surely.
Just answer the question, please.
Yes, I know her. Quite well, you could say. She came to work at the cafe 7 months ago. I I look forward all week to the relief she gives me when she visits.
Well, that
Really?
doesn't sound right.
So you'd miss her if she wasn't there.
Oh, mais oui. Who else would I find to?
Ugh. Gods, man.
Was the guy you saw carrying a briefcase?
Why, yes, he was. Clutched in his arms like a baby.
That belonged to his victim.
Oh, what do you think was in it? Drugs? Stolen jewels?
I don't know. But the killer thought it was worth a man's life.
Nothing is worth that, monsieur.
Okay, what about
Does
this
this
now?
piece of material mean anything to you?
Ah, that is the same cloth as the jacket I found. I'd recognize that pattern anywhere.
Oh, I don't want to give him the tissue.
Now, about the jacket you found. Do you have it here?
No, monsieur. One of the sleeves was badly torn, so I sent it for repair. A pity, because otherwise it was a fine piece of quality tailoring. It had the tailor's name inside on the label.
Okay.
Where did you send the jacket?
I gave it to an itinerant Romani seamstress.
Just my luck. Was there anything in the jacket pockets?
Not a sou. You know what I think?
Do tell me.
He changed out of the clown suit and cunningly disguised himself as an ordinary person.
Really?
Looks like I'm up against a mastermind. What was the name on the label?
Ah, it was a foreign name. Todrick, I think.
Did you get the address?
There wasn't one, monsieur. Only a telephone number.
Well, I don't expect you to remember a phone number you've only seen once.
74 98 08 59.
You're
Well, that's a
kidding.
good trick.
That's his phone number?
Yes, that's it. A little trick with numbers that I learned in the desert. I was taught the technique by a Tuareg shaman.
That's incredible.
It comes in handy at the supermarket checkout.
I would do.
Do I get a reward?
Honesty, monsieur, is its own reward.
Then I'm glad I do not rely on honesty to pay the bills.
That, I'm not an actual policeman. Right, I don't have to give him the
be
tissue.
going. Thanks to your help, the citizens of Paris can sleep a little easier tonight.
Raymond, I was only doing my duty, monsieur. Good luck, Inspector. I hope you catch that killer soon.
I hope the inspector doesn't find out I'm using his name. Don't think that would end well.
So the clown had escaped into the sewer, come up into the courtyard, and then slipped back into the street here. It wasn't much, but it was more than the cops had got.
Right, let's call. This should be the guy with the coat.
Hello? Who is this? Hi. My name's George Stobart. You don't know me.
Correct, Mr. Stobart. I don't. What can I do for you?
Well, I'm trying to trace one of your customers. Could I maybe come over and talk to you?
No. No, that's not possible.
Oh, okay. Forget it. Listen, all I want is a name.
What are you talking about? Who are you working for?
I guess you might say I'm acting in the interests of truth and justice.
He's a bit
thank
shady,
God.
isn't he?
I thought you were the police.
There are innocent lives at stake, Mr. Todrick. Lives that you could save.
You're collecting for charity, yes?
No, I'm not. All I want from you is information.
Go on. I'm listening.
Do you know a guy called Plantar?
No, I never heard of him.
Shall I tell you what happened to Plantar? How he was killed in cold blood?
Dum
told you,
dum
I
dum.
never heard of Plantar.
Okay, what
What
about
do
clown?
you know about the clown who bombed the Café de la Chandelle Verte?
I don't have no idea what you're talking about.
You're cool, Todrick. But I think you know more than you're saying.
I don't know who you be, but sure I am you don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Quit playing games with me, Todrick.
I tell you, I know nothing about no clown.
Okay, what about the
I
fabric?
expect
Maybe talk about
Plantar's a family man.
the jacket.
Don't you? In their little apartment, Madame Plantar is cooking the supper, listening for the familiar sound of her husband's key in the door. Junior is waiting for his daddy to come home from work. He can't wait to show him the merit marks he earned in school today. Only tonight, Monsieur Plantar won't be coming home.
Oh,
You
a
forgot
storyteller.
The puppy.
Huh?
The faithful puppy dog, waiting for the sound of his master's voice.
Well, maybe they don't have a dog. What do you think?
I don't know, Planta. I never heard of Planta. None of this has anything to do with me.
Oh, okay.
Thanks for nothing, Todrick.
You didn't even mention the jacket. Right, phone Nicole.
Hello, Nico Coulard.
Hello? It's George.
Ah, oui.
You said to call if I could help.
Have you any news for me?
You bet.
Yes.
I met a witness who spoke to the clown. And I know where the killer gets his suits.
No kidding. Hey, I'm impressed.
You are? Well, it wasn't easy.
Look, why don't you come in to my apartment later this afternoon?
Fine. Where do you live?
361 Rue Jarry.
Okay, I'll come over.
To invite the strange man you've just met to the apartment.
I was used to working alone, but I had to admit it felt good with George on the case too. But there were some things I was going to have to do alone, and fast. I needed the answers to some questions. Who was the costume killer? And why did he murder Carchon? Why did Carchon ask for me to interview him? How did he know my father? And why was my editor so scared? There was some kind of secret war going on out there. But who was on which side? One thing I did know. I wasn't going to get the answers sitting at my desk.
No. Let's have a look in this chest. Aha. Right, before I look into this even more, I am going to nip for a quick toilet break. So give me a wee second, I'll be back. Right, sorry about that. Let's go back here. Let's hope that it works again. Please? There we go.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
What if I could open it with a Kirby grip? Oh, she didn't say no. Did I have it in the right area? No, okay. What about this key? Maybe the elephant?
It was the beautiful elephant my father had carved.
Oh, I don't know. If it's never had a key, how are we going to get into it? Oh, okay. That was informative.
My first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him.
Right, let's have a look over here.
It was a photograph of my father, the first one I ever took, with the first camera he ever bought me.
Oh, that's sweet.
You have no messages.
Even that wasn't French. Okay, can't switch back off.
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call.
Right, let's have a word.
Mademoiselle Collard.
Oh, hello there. Don't tell me. I'm going to meet a tall, dark man.
No, I don't think so. Why would you say that?
Oh, just a wild guess.
Anyway, your cousin's female and very pretty.
What?
Your cousin from Marseille. How could you forget her so soon? She was only in your apartment yesterday.
Ah, really?
Such a charming young girl.
Wait a minute.
Isn't she? And in my apartment, you say?
She let herself in, of course. She's got a key.
Suddenly, everything made sense. My apartment had been bugged. That was how Plantard knew all about my article. How did I know? Because the only cousin I have is a sweet little guy called Jean-Marc, who runs a patisserie in Le Touquet. These people were determined, which meant they were also very dangerous.
So,
I suppose she'd forgotten which apartment was mine.
Oh, Miss Collard, you're a mind reader. That's just what she said.
Oh, I bet it was. Well, I'd better be going. See what my sweet cousin's been getting up to.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
so it's not my
So,
cousin.
Where had my pretty new cousin hidden her little bug, eh? I was going to have to search everywhere.
Start with
My
the teddy.
first Teddy. Never had a boyfriend as loyal as him. Undisturbed. No bugs there.
What about in the box? Now that I know what I'm looking for.
The box was carved by my... But that small metal disc underneath it in the chest was a recent addition.
Aha!
Oh, chère cousine. You left me a little present. You shouldn't have.
So what are you going to do with it?
You don't scare me. Especially...
Fair enough. I don't know what she did with it, but it's gone now. Still don't know how to get into the box.
The box was carved by...
Right.
The box was one of the few things my father left me. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Cochon's.
But there's no key. Very much doubt it's a safe key. No. Okay, well there goes that idea. I think that was just wishful thinking.
Bonjour. Bonjour, mademoiselle. The woman who claimed to be my cousin, could you describe her again?
Well, she was your height, her hair lighter than yours, but otherwise she was very like you. But with impeccable manners, of course.
I bet.
Really? Okay then. What about this?
Take a look at this cloth.
It looks expensive. Did you steal it?
Well,
Sort
no,
of.
of course not.
What about
Do you know
the boat
anything
ticket?
about this boat ticket?
No, mademoiselle. I am not a tourist office.
Right, I don't think you're going to be much use. What about the
What do you
elephant?
think of this carving?
It's nice, but I wouldn't flash it around this neighborhood.
Right, okay, forget it.
Au revoir.
Au revoir, mademoiselle.
So, I've been... That's where my house is. That's the cafe. Can I go to the cafe?
The door was locked.
Alright, let's go to the cafe. Or in fact, let's check the toolbox. Or not.
I didn't need to call anyone.
Aha! That's what the banging was coming from.
Hello, could I ask you some questions?
That depends. Are you a cop?
No, I'm a journalist.
It's late, aren't you? They already took away the body.
I'm doing a follow-up on this story.
Tell me, are you related to the workman I saw digging the hole?
Don't talk to me about flambage. Pah!
Okay.
He just won a fortune on the horses and he won't give me a cent.
Well, it's his money.
When he was broke, he was happy to touch me for a loan. Brothers should look after each other, he used to say. He's changed his tune, now he's brassed up.
You're doing a fine job.
Damn right I am. You should be writing about me, not that idiot that got blown up.
Heroes who pick up the pieces when disaster strikes.
Exactly.
Well, give me your best man and maybe I'll put your picture in the article.
Oh, right. Just give me a minute to do my hair.
So gullible. Is you gonna do anything? No, okay.
Hello?
Yes.
Okay.
Have the police finished with the crime scene?
What does it look like? I got orders to board up the windows, and that's what I'm doing.
So the body's been removed?
I certainly
Yes.
hope so, or it'll stink to high heaven when they take down these boards.
Shouldn't you check?
Are you kidding? They don't pay me enough to put up boards, let alone check for dead bodies.
Fair enough.
I need to take some more pictures.
Of course. My pleasure. Just give me a moment.
God, you take so long to get ready.
There was nothing I could do. The workman had everything under control.
Okay, let's go inside then.
The police had removed the body, but nothing else looked disturbed.
Let's have a look. Can I pick up the bottle of brandy?
Some journalists drink on the job, not me.
Nobody's interested in that brandy bottle. Oh.
A panel had been blown away, revealing a gap. From this angle, I could see that something had been lodged in the gap behind the pipes. From this
Right, okay. So how did I get it?
behind the table were some damaged pipes. Voila! The police and forensic teams had missed a vital piece of evidence. Some kind of pouch. On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cochon's organization. I was on the right track.
Yes. Okay, so nothing else here.
There was nothing of interest beyond some bloody debris.
Oh. Okay. Let's have a look this way.
Hey, what about my photos?
Oh, of course. How could I forget?
Well, I'm waiting. Get your camera out.
Camera. Oh, I forgot. It broke.
Alors, they should never send a woman to do a man's job.
Well, this woman had fooled him easily enough, and found the evidence the police had missed.
I think that's the end of this scene. Well, I'm not going to be able to get down there, am I?
There might have been clues down there, but I was relieved I didn't have a sewer key.
Okay.
On the pouch was the cross symbol of Cochon's organization. Inside the pouch were two items: a strange metallic artifact and a letter in some kind of code.
Oh, another code.
The artifact had a sword laid across scales. There was a picture of Lady Justice on the locked panel in the room below the conciergerie.
Ah.
Another coded message using the same cipher system. So, Plantat was involved with Cochon.
Right, well, before we do this... Yes, we know. Before we do this, I think that's a good place to end it for tonight. Because that's nearly been 2 hours. So, thank you very much for everybody that stopped by the stream. Thanks for everybody that's chatting and keeping me company tonight. It's just decided that it's all going to be that for the night. That sentence never made sense. I think that will be us for tonight anyway. It's getting quite late and I've got things I need to get sorted before everybody gets sorted for bed tonight. Okay, so thank you very much for stopping by. Don't forget to hit that follow button if you haven't already. And I'll see you next time. Night night, Rach.